Let me ask you really quickly, what do you use Post-it notes for? Am I right in saying that, like most people, use Post-it notes for writing notes? That's what most people do. But before the end of this video, I'm going to explain to you how a Post-it note can be used to make you more persuasive. My name is Kevin Redmond, and I specialize in showing businesses and individuals how to be more persuasive. In particular, I showed persuasion techniques for sales. So firstly, what is persuasion? What does it actually mean to be persuasive? Sometimes what I've discovered in my line of work is that people consider persuasion to be about manipulation or underhanded tactics or getting somebody to do something that they do not necessarily want to do. And that's not it at all. Really what persuasion is about, it's about moving somebody to a position that they do not currently hold. But it's about doing it in a way that puts your case forward in the best possible light. There was no point in being manipulative or being underhanded, because that may work in the short term, but in the long term, you don't build that trust with a client. So I want to show you in a series of videos how to use persuasion techniques to put your case forward. Now, this case may be the product you're selling or the service that you sell, but I want to show you how to put your case forward in the best possible light so that you begin to understand the psychology of how people buy. That people buy with emotions first and foremost, and then they justify those emotions afterwards with logic. So if you understand the way a person sees the world, then you will understand the reasons or the process somebody goes through to actually purchase something. So, in this series of videos, like I said, I'm going to show you how the principles of persuasion actually work, but also more than that, I have to show you how to apply these principles. Because yes, persuasion is a science, but it's also an art form, knowing how and when to apply these principles. So in this series of videos, if you'll allow me, I'm going to show you how to firstly understand the principles and then how to apply them. Every video, I promise you, will have actionable content. It's not just fluffy theory. These are actual things you can do to become more persuasive. But why do we need persuasion? Well, one of the reasons I think we need persuasion, you can agree, please disagree with this if you feel you must. But the reason we need persuasion is because there is advertising everywhere. Everybody advertises all the time. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't advertise, but consider this. There's advertising on the side of a banana. We're bombarded. It's just white noise. If you're all the time just sending out mail shots and putting up billboards, whatever it is, most of the time it's white noise. What you need to do is you need to position yourself as an expert, and then when somebody wants to buy your product, they look for who's the best, who's the expert. And that's where persuasion techniques come in. They show you how to position yourself, whether it's you as an individual or you as a business. It shows you how to position yourself as an expert. So in this series of videos, I'm going to show you why and how and what persuasion is over and over again until you really start to understand it. But getting back to the Post-it note. The reason a Post-it note becomes really, really persuasive is because, well, let me set the scene for you. Let me set a scenario. Imagine you have a meeting at 4:30. And you need somebody who works with you to read a report or a white paper, whatever it is, by 4 p.m. So if you want that person to read that report and get back to you by 4 p.m., if you put a Post-it note onto the report and say, hey John, would you mind having a look over this report, a handwritten note, then what happens is it becomes personalized. You've personalized the message for John or whoever it is. By taking the time out of your day, it affects the psychology of the person you're trying to persuade, so that they see you've actually taken the time to handwrite a note rather than just writing an email. Emails, again, are like white noise. We're bombarded with them all the time. So if you want somebody to do something for you, whether it's read a report or to get back to you about something or other, if you personalize the message with a handwritten note, it automatically becomes more persuasive. So in this series of videos, I'm going to show you more techniques such as those, and I'm going to show you all the principles of persuasion, how to actually apply them. But if you want to get ahead of the crowd, what I suggest you do is head over to my blog at usebecause.blogspot.ie or follow me on Twitter at the Red Inst, as in the Redmond Institute, the Red Inst. And if you enjoyed this video, if you think you'd like to see more, then please leave a comment below and let me know what you want to help with. Where are the problems? Where is the sticking points for you when it comes to persuasion? But until next time, my name is Kevin Redmond, and head over to my blog, like I said, and have a read. I think you'll be quite amused by what you'll see over there. Some fantastic examples of where persuasion techniques can be used. So until next time, my name is Kevin Redmond, and I shall speak to you soon.